Do you ever feel overwhelmed when you are learning to code? Let's go through this together. Hey, welcome to another video. I'm Peter, and if it's your first time here and you want to learn to code and you want to stay motivated to reach that goal and change your life, then start now by subscribing and click that little bell icon so you don't miss anything. Hey, I just wanted to kind of have a walk and talk with you and tell you about something that happened to me last weekend. I just kind of let things get on top of me, and that's so unlike me, but it was very real, and I just wanted to kind of share it with you because what I'm trying to do on this channel is let you know that you're not alone. That's what I'm always talking about. You're not alone. You're not alone in like feeling any way you feel, which is such a roller coaster of emotions when you're learning to code. So what happened is last Sunday, I just kind of really felt down. And it really, like I said, it's so unlike me, but it was just kind of quite a few things together, and a lot of it had to do with coding, frankly, and a lot of it had to do with me just feeling like I was never going to get it. And I know that that's a very common thing. I know that because I watch other people's videos. I do a lot of Twitter as well, and I see that people have those same kind of frustrations. It's like kind of an anxiety that you're never going to get it. You feel like you make, one step forward and 3 steps backwards sometimes. And that's okay. And I don't want to seem like I'm being a crybaby, because really I am not a crybaby. It's just that I want you to understand that these are just human emotions that we're going to be going through. When you're going through something as big and long as learning to code is, you're going to have bouts with, I don't want to call it necessarily depression, but maybe like short-term depression, where you are just not yourself. And I don't want you to feel like you're going crazy. It's just, to be honest with you, I have had such a roller coaster of emotions, more so than I have had in a long, long time while I'm learning to code. I'm a grown man. I can handle situations in life. I really can. I can pull myself up by my bootstraps and keep moving down the road. But with learning to code, it's just extremely complicated, and especially if you're trying to self-teach, you kind of get separated a little bit from the rest of the world, and sometimes you just feel like, man, it can really just get on top of you. And so I had a whole day where I was just feeling down, and I was feeling, I'm over it now. I am. So I don't want you to think that I'm looking for sympathy here. What I'm trying to do is give you some support and let you know that this is a normal thing. But I just had a day where I was just feeling blah about everything. Things kind of seemed like I didn't really care that much about much of anything. I think you know what I'm talking about. You just kind of feel like kind of stagnant. And it's almost, in a bizarre way, it's almost like you want to sink into it. Do you know what I mean by that? Sometimes it's like you just feel like you want to sit on the couch and watch a bunch of stupid TV shows and kind of, I guess, feel sorry for yourself, but it's not necessarily that. You just kind of feel like you want to sit down and kind of mope about things. And it's not that you're doing it because you're weak. You're doing it actually because you've been going through such a huge thing, man. Coding is rough. It is, like I always say, it's like a marathon. It's a marathon tunnel, and you just can get to the point where you're like, and you just don't. The reason I think that I was getting there is because you just feel, like you're never going to reach that goal. On last weekend, it wasn't just coding, it was quite a few other things as well. Had to fix the toilet, had a flood in the bathroom. We've got construction going on at our condos, and we've got a bunch of silly stuff going on with that as well. And you have like 5 or 6 things like that going on at once, and it just kind of gets on you, you know? We're human, we have these emotions, we are not... It's easy to judge somebody else and go like, dude, you should just kind of step up and not be such a wimp about things. Well, truth is that we have human frailties and human emotions, and I know that you have felt like that sometimes, and I know that thankfully I kind of snapped out of this. I asked a good friend of mine to be praying for me, and I really do know that that helped quite a bit actually. That does literally work miracles. But I just want to be honest on this channel and talk to you about some of the real human side of learning to code. And I want you to also just understand all the time that you are not unique in having frustration, in feeling like you want to quit, in feeling like you're never going to get there, and feeling like it's just always so far out of reach. But trust me when I say that you will get there. The biggest thing that you have standing in your way is wanting to quit. And it's not that I have wanted to quit, but it is that I have just felt like, oh, will I ever get there? And it's okay. It is okay. It's okay for me to feel like that. It's okay for you to feel concerned, you know, and a little down sometimes. And it's okay to feel awesome. Sometimes you have a great day. You're like, dude, I got it. I figured out, you know, how to do whatever it is that you're working on. But what I want to do is just stop for a second and tell you, you're not alone. We are going through this together. I do want to hear about your concerns. Other people in the comments want to hear about your concerns, and we just want to take another day at a time. That's the message of this video, is take one day at a time. Take one day at a time, or it can build up. It can build up on top of you. And when you're just taking one day at a time, a friend of mine took me aside in a text and said, dude, one day at a time. And it really did kind of change my perspective, and I hope it can change your perspective too. And I'm here to tell you, you're gonna make it. Rock on, fellow coder. God bless you, and we'll see you in the next video. What do you say when you want to quit?
I don't quit!